in the news. Korea Herald, there's Korea Times, English newspapers. Separated families here in Korea waiting for breakthrough in divided Korea. Families were divided. The 38th parallel separates the loved ones here in Korea. They've suffered so much. I want to do whatever I can to compel the world to focus on the Korean Peninsula like a laser. I call it spotlighting. And with the eyes of the world on Korea, I think the Korean people will awaken. And we can actually work together to focus the consciousness of humanity in one place, one area, and even on one person, Kim Jong-il, the leader of North Korea. If millions, or even, it's got to take billions of minds, focused like a laser, and pointing it in one direction, along with all the Korean people, there's about 48, 50 million Korean, free democratic Koreans, maybe more than that, free democratic Koreans in the South, leading the way, and with their national motto, Hongikimgan, devotion to the welfare of humankind. That's the heart, the mind, the soul. That's the conscience that's doing right. Focus the energy of all the people. You start with those who are mind-type people, the global peacemakers, and start expanding out and drawing in this collective consciousness and sending it to one place with a message. And I like my message, peace, Hongikimgan, for the team world, right into the mind of Kim Jong-il. And I believe without doubt that it would affect the thinking process. It would create a vibration, a frequency that would be so compelling for Kim Jong-il that he will be transformed into a peacemaker. It's not a dream. It's not some kind of fancy, idealistic concept. Human beings, we've fallen so far from what is normal. We're so abnormal that normal seems like ideal. It's normal to, if there's a hurt someplace, for the whole world to be aware of it and focus their awareness at that location and heal it. Well, my mind does that. This is not strange. It's just we're in a state of disconnectedness, and we're feeding that disconnectedness and becoming more disconnected, and survival of the fittest. We're promoting this selfish individualism, but we're really one, and the deepest level of existence, and that oneness can be focused. And we, at the same time, we can promote democracy. Democracy is a free choice. Let's give the world a free choice. Believe in and practice this principle, this unification principle, Hongikimgan, or I call it the Hig principle, H-I-I-G. I just use this acronym so it's easier. The Hig principle. Devotion to the welfare of humankind. Totally devote yourself to others. Whoa, that's your spouse, your children, your family, your parents, everybody, teachers. Devote yourself. Total devotion is love. Absolute love. Total giving. And then in this unselfish realm of love, as individuals and collectively, this will freely transmit to any location. The loving mind does the same thing within my body. If I was in an accident and I'm hurt, and my mind will do a triage and send out the thoughts, and it would gather the energy from all the cells, billions, trillions of cells. It would get the message, the love message, to mobilize, as a community, the cellular community, or whatever, it's just words, and then unite together, and then they generate and transmit their energy to that location that's hurt. And if it's a life-threatening situation, they will go to that location and heal it. And then, to locations according to how serious they are. all the way down to a stub toe. You know, I stub my toe. Everything knows about it. My whole being knows about it. You know, if there's a World Cup and people are cheering, you know, every human being should be aware, woo, and want to plug into it and go there and add their love energy to it. You know, this heart to use the World Cup for the sake of others, for the sake of unification and peace, to bring humanity together. That's love. You send that love energy to this a world sport events, a man-made or natural disaster, or just create something to, you know, a world level project that everybody can get involved in, all the children, and send their consciousness there, and actual physical, you know, volunteers, you know. But the power comes from unity. The power comes from everybody agreeing on one higher value that they're going to focus on while they're doing the public service. You know, they're out there, even if they're washing dishes, they're focusing on this higher value, which I did. I learned this through a life of public service, focusing here in Korea for almost 6 years on this founding principle, Hongnikengan, thinking devotion to the welfare of humankind, peace, team world, as I'm going out into the public and picking up cigarette butts, trash, cans. There's litter bugs everywhere, all over the world, just throwing this trash into the public domain without thought, without feeling. They're in a state of unconsciousness. They don't know what they're doing. But this is good for a period of time, because as long as there's trash everywhere and people are trying to accelerate their growth as a human being for the sake of their family, their children, for others, unselfish, public-minded, they'll be guided by their conscience, but everything becomes an opportunity. Every bit of trash and garbage, it's everywhere, is an opportunity to think good. Focus on that higher value. Choose one. This devotion to the welfare of humankind. I'm thinking and acting at the same time. Thinking and acting. Oneness of mind and body. Training. Disciplining myself. Controlling my body. The body does not want to serve. The nature of a body-type person is they don't want to serve. They want to be served. Doesn't your body want to be served? It doesn't want to sacrifice itself for others. That would be an incredibly insane thing for a body to do. It's against its design. The body's supposed to be under the control of the mind, the heart, with the heart and soul. And, you know, the mind should be so powerful that it guides the body, controls it with love. It brings the body to a natural surrender. And you can practice, you know, and train thinking and acting, and becoming the message that you want to incarnate into yourself, in your character. You know, choose one, but the more people you can get on the same channel, the more power it has. Gotta go. Bye for now.